on Madden Football.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win? Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 82 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Here's 2nd and 8. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Second and 6. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense Browns rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tony Field in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening right field goal. That brings it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play that time for Cleveland. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second down, here's Chubb again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tony Field able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Andy Janovich, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. New York ready to go again offensively.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Oh, this one pushed to the right. Badgley missed it. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
2nd and 4.
Smith catches left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one is right through.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing now, Wilson.
Wilson on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Smith. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it would be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind, while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There's Wilson to throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Following the penalty, Chubb. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They run it again with Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. 7 yards the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And again, it's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right